Hey everyone! Welcome back to another Ragnarok M classic video. Today, we will do another experiment and testing for our build. I will explain why I'm using Critical Ring, and I will compare it to the Rift accessory just like I did to Dullahan. The second test is the +8 Rune Boots Star. I will compare it with the +12 Rift shoes to see if it's worth it or not. And then lastly is the Kobold leader card. I have one of this before, but I dismantled it, so I didn't get a chance to show it in the video. But I got another one from Nolan Card Draw, so today we will also test it if it will work with our instant slash skill. Before we start, I wanted to share that over 80% of the people watching my videos are not yet subscribed. While subscribing is completely optional and I won't pressure you to do so, I would really appreciate it if you decided to subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you change your mind in the future. Thank you, and let's get back to the main topic of this video. So let's start with the +12 Critical Ring. I already explained it before, but I think I need to explain it again with more details. A lot of people are asking me why I'm using it instead of the Fire Shinobi belt. Well, the main reason is the price. The price of the +12 slotted Shinobi belt is around 131 million Zeny, while the Critical Ring is only 67 million. But it is true that +12 Shinobi belt is very good for our build. It is because it has +4% physical damage increase at +12 and then another +2% melee attack at +8. But, just like I said, it is very expensive since you really need the +12 if you want to make it worth using. On the other hand, the Critical Ring appears unfavorable in hindsight, since it offers only 40 attack at +8 and 4% attack at +12. But it has a stat that is very important for us specifically for Royal Guard instant/build. It is the raw crit stats. Crit is also like a physical damage for us, since 5 crit is equal to 1% damage for insta-slash, so it's just basically like a skill damage. And +12 Critical Ring can give 14 crit stats, so we just need one more crit. It will be like 3% damage increase. But I know that 3% is still lower than Shinobi Belt. That's where the other stat becomes relevant. Shinobi Belt only gives 2% attack, while Critical Ring gives 40 raw attack at +8 and 4% attack at +12. That attack stats can compensate the lack of damage increase. But of course, Shinobi Belt is still better since we can use it to other physical class, while Critical Ring is only useful for our instant/build. You also don't need to follow this one since this is just my personal choice. I might also use +12 Shinobi Belt on my second accessory slot in the future. Now let's try to compare it with the Rift accessory. I already compared the +10 Dullahan with Sharpblade 3 to +12 Rift accessory and the Rift accessory 1. So now let's see who will win between Rift accessory and Critical Ring. Let's try the Rift accessory damage first. 3,493,000 damage. Now let's try the Critical Ring. 3,669,000 damage. So the damage difference is more than 160,000. But our Critical Ring has enchantment, so let's give the Rift accessory a boost. It's already have 3.6% physical damage increase. So let's just add Zipper Bear card to it for additional 3% attack and magic attack stat. Rift accessory with Zipper Bear card deals 3,555,000 damage. So the Critical Ring still has 100,000 more damage. This is not unfair, since the Rift accessory has a higher physical damage increase of 1.6%, and it also has the Zipper Bear card for a boost. And by the way, I also tested this when my Critical Ring still had no 4th enchantment, and the result was the same. The damage difference is quite significant. Next is the +8 Rune Boot Star. I said in the past that it is better to use the +12 Rift Boots than the +8 Rune Boots, but they added the Star version, so things might be different now, so we will test it to see if it's changed. The reason why I said that Rift Boots was better is because of the stats they offer. Plus 12 Rift Boots gives 4% attack and magic attack, while plus 8 Rune Boots gives 5% attack and magic attack. The difference is only 1%, and it's expensive to slaughter Rune Boots for the cards. But thankfully, the plus 8-star version of Rune Boots now have plus 6% attack and magic attack. Now let's see the difference in our stats while using these boots. With Rift Boots, my attack is 10,062. Now let's switch to Rune Boot Star. It became 10,181, so it has around 120 attack difference. Note that it is also the same with magic attack stat. It is not that significant since I have low magic attack stat. Now let's see the damage difference. So the damage difference is around 30,000. It is not that big, to be honest. So it might still better to use Rift Boots. But I'm pretty sure some of you are also finished with Master Skills. So investing on equipments to replace Rift equipments is also a good choice. In my case, I have nothing more to replace, so it's time to invest on my boots. I will slowly safe refine it to plus 12 just like my garment and offhand. Plus 12 is really important since it gives additional 4% attack and magic attack boost. And our last test for this video, the Kobold Leader card. We all know that it is working just fine, but will it work in multiple targets? Since Instant Slash is also have area of effect. As you can see, it is completely working. And also, I'm surprised that it is also healing base on how many targets I'm hitting. If you look closely, I'm getting multiple heals since I'm hitting 5 dummies. Let's try it with the normal monsters. It just looks like one heal, but it's multiple. The text is just stacked together. Let's try it with MVP monster. So it's working. The only problem is, we need to sacrifice one card slot in order to get lifesteal effect. In my case, I need to sacrifice my Minorous card so I will lose my Ignore defense from deposit effect. I might use it, but I have to find another source of damage to large monster since without Minoru's card, I only have 50% damage to large monster. My only hope is to get 4% to the memories, but unfortunately, we need 100 stones to change the third line effect of the memory, so it might take a long period of time. But I will probably use it, especially in the Oracle dungeon, for more survivability. What do you guys think? Is it viable? Share it to the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you, and see you in the next one.